Hi, Rogues! Welcome. Welcome to Mystery Mischief Monday, in the Rogues Gallery. And yeah, today we've got BattleTech, because we spun the wheel and that's what it said we're going to play. So I am a little intimidated by playing this kind of a game on stream. I know a little bit about this game, but not a whole lot. I've seen a little bit of gameplay. I know that it is a successor to the MechWarrior franchise, and to the original BattleTech board game. I never played the board game. I did play I know I played MechWarrior back in 1989 when it first came out. And I was quite a lot younger then. I remember almost nothing from the lore or any of that. So this will be our first playthrough of this game, and we will be paying attention to the story because I won't know what's going on otherwise. So that's the plan. Anyway, how is everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all having a good Monday. An indicator of how my day has been, when I made soup for lunch today, I put the crackers in it and then put it in the microwave, which was not the order I had intended to do things in. So, Lord Portico! You just got your COVID vaccine and boy, are your arms tired. Were you flying? Did they make you fly physically to get your vaccine? Also, that is awesome that you got your vaccine. That is amazingly good news. It will have been 2 weeks from my second shot tomorrow. Hi, Hannah. I just scarfed down some food because I stream through when I would normally eat. So if I have the hiccups a little bit, it's because of that. But yeah, so I remember loving MechWarrior as a kid. I remember I played it a little bit and I watched my brother play it a lot. So who knows? I might be really good at this and I might be really bad at this, but I haven't dived into this franchise in quite a while. And I remember a little bit about the various houses, but not a ton. So we'll find out, I guess. I'm hoping that it's a good story. I know that a lot of the gameplay is the actual strategic placement and battle part. But I know there's a story too. So, and then of course at the end of today's stream, we will be raiding over to Q Times for the stream punks who are doing a D&D one-shot tonight, which is very, very exciting. What is an our house in the middle of our street thing? I have missed something. Kira, what? Did I say our house? Oh, the different houses. The different noble houses, yes. Absolutely, an our house in the middle of our street thing. Yes. A real inside joke. Kira's talking about our D&D game on Saturday night, which was not streamed, where we had an interesting time in that D&D game, didn't we? We traveled through time to gather the ingredients to make a god-killing weapon that another god gave us, or implanted the method for creation into Kira's character. And Kira went to the demi-plane of time to actually make the weapon, while an alchemist that we kidnapped from the past uh, created an antitoxin to cure the poison of the god that we're going to stab with this weapon that Kira's character made. And this is all in an attempt to help save the world, because we have to cure this god of the poison that is making him mentally unstable. And at the same time, 2 other of the group went back 4 months into the past to build a portal at the abandoned house of my former character that would take us across the plains to the plane where the poisoned god lives. And at the very end, we stepped through the portal, and all were suddenly in our worst nightmares individually. And that's where we left off. So our next game's going to be fun. It's Prisons of the Mind. Interestingly, it felt to me very similar to a spell that my character has access to, but I don't know if that will help us at all. It's actually a spell that I had thought of casting on the god to see if it would work. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty typical for D&D. But yeah, it feels very similar to like the Phantasmal Killer spell, which is one that creates an illusion of your target's worst nightmare in their mind, and then can cause psychic damage to them. So my character, who is basically a very tall guy with black wings on his back, who was tortured for 30 years magically by Kira's family, he's very claustrophobic. So he ended up trapped inside of a small, tight, dark space, unable to physically move at all. Yeah, no, restoration's not gonna work. And not your family. Sorry, Kira's character's family. So, yeah, that's I think we'll find out this Saturday what's going on. We've been playing every other week, but I think we're shifting. So, I can update on that later if people are interested. I'm gonna see if I can make the game screen come up properly, and actually before I do that, I want to be able to play the intro when we go to that screen. So I'm closing the program, because the intro plays automatically when you start it, and I was playing music from it. Let's see. Now let me start the program so that you'll be able to watch the intro with me. My wonderful transition from starting to the game, because we never said we were on just chatting, and so I feel like I have to start the game. But I'm definitely willing to keep chatting if people are interested in chatting. $21.07. Project Deimos, Raymond Bosch. Deimos 2. Okay, so 2107, they get faster than light travel. 2116, Tau Ceti 4. Okay. I take it that is to imply colonization of the galaxy. 2571. Star League ratified. 2765. Mech Wars. I remember that map. BattleTech. It's a really nice opening cinematic. You can skip it once you've seen it once, but it's quite a nice cinematic. Do let me know if sound levels are off, if I'm too quiet, or if the game is too quiet. Those would be good things to know. We're gonna start campaign. We're gonna do standard, because I know nothing about this game. Okay. A Harebrained Schemes production.
I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, Hannah, I love the art. I love that they didn't try for like super realistic. I also kind of like that it's not animated. At least not fully animated. I think they made some good choices there. Welcome to the Oregon Reach. The Oregon Reach is a small kingdom in the Rimworld periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized Inner Sphere. It is home to the Oregon Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations, under the rule of House Arano, the Oregon Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here that your story begins. I have to let it sit there enough. The rimward periphery. The periphery is a region of space bordering and surrounding the inner sphere. The area directly opposite the galactic core is known as the rimward periphery. The rimward periphery is home to major states such as the Magistracy of Canopus, the Taurian Concordant, and the Oregon Coalition, as well as a large number of independent worlds. The inner sphere is the region of space within about 500 light-years of Terra. This area is divided between the 5 successor states to the former Star League. This region is the heart of human civilization and culture. Beyond the inner sphere is the periphery. The Oregon Coalition is an interstellar state in the Oregon Reach area of the rimward periphery, bordering both Capellan and Taurian space. Growing out of a trade partnership in the mid-29th century, the Oregon Coalition was formally established in 2910 by High Lady Kiona Arano. In the past 100 years, the Coalition has grown from 4 systems to a total of 23. Foresight and Vision. The hereditary rulers of the Oregon Coalition, currently led by Lady Kamea Arano, that is not a sentence. Sorry. Let me read it again, knowing that first. The hereditary rulers of the Oregon Coalition, currently led by Lady Kamea Arano. The Arano House Sigil is a great cormorant on a field of red. The ancestral seat of House Arano is Coromadir 6. From the early days of the Rimward Trade Partnership and the founding of the Oregon Coalition in 2910 through to the current day, House Arano has led the systems of the Oregon Reach. So they have hereditary monarchies for most of the houses, I believe. At least if I'm remembering things correctly. Decades ago, your family came to the Reach from... Ooh, I get to make my character. The Draconis Combine, which is House Curita. There's gonna be a lot of reading right now, and I'm okay with that, because I want the background. Linseed oil for no Monty Python reason. Oh dear. Mech warriors who hail from the Combine tend to be fierce, disciplined, and relentless fighters, no matter the odds they might face on the battlefield. The Draconis Combine is one of the 5 successor states of the Star League, located coreward and spinward of Terra. Ruled by House Curita, the Combine has always been aggressively expansionist. The head of the Combine was the first of the Council Lords to declare himself the new ruler of the collapsing Star League. Regularly in conflicts along its borders with all its neighbors, the Combine is a highly structured, militaristic society with rulership in the hands of the Coordinator, the Commander-in-Chief of the Draconis military. The Combine's culture is heavily influenced by the Japanese roots of the ruling family, despite the minority status of those with Japanese ancestry. As this cultural heritage is imposed from above by the predominantly Japanese ruling class, the current leader of the Combine is Coordinator Takashi Kurita. Although the Draconis Combine is as ethnically diverse as any of the vast interstellar empires, it is also one of the most culturally homogeneous. Over centuries of rule, the founding House Kurita has succeeded in uniting the people of the Combine into a single culture, one heavily molded around medieval Japanese society. While some, most notably the descendants of the conquered Principality of Rasselhage, continue to chafe at the uniformity of Draconis society, overall this has created a more cohesive populace and military than seen in the other great houses of the Inner Sphere. House Kurita. Honor the Dragon. House Kurita has dominated the Draconis Combine since its founding in 2319 by Shiro Kurita, who imbued the state with its strong Japanese culture. Personal honor and a self-reliance bordering on xenophobia are hallmarks of Puritan policy. Puritan policy? Embracing the way of the warrior, the Draconis Combine has had a long history of antagonism with and aggression against its neighbors. The way of the warrior is a Klingon thing. Principality of Rasselhague, a minor interstellar state conquered 700 years ago by the Draconis Combine, now officially known as the Rasselhague Military District. We already read the Inner Sphere one. Alright. The Free Worlds League. House Marek. Mech warriors who hail from the Free Worlds League tend to be passionate, enduring fighters who value justice and equality above all else. The oldest and theoretically most democratic of the great successor states of the Inner Sphere, the Free Worlds League is actually a broad coalition of many minor noble houses. For most of the League's history, it has been ruled under martial law by a Captain General, who by tradition is from House Marek. The cultural diversity and relative independence of its component regions are at once the greatest strength of the Free Worlds League and its greatest weaknesses. The Free Worlds League is one of the 5 successor states, located rimward and anti-spinward of Terra. Ruled by House Marek, the League was, with the Capellan Confederation, one of the original signatories of the treaties that would eventually form the Star League. After the fall of the Star League, the Free Worlds League granted broad control over its economy and government to the commander of its military, the Captain General. The League is known for being a powerful mercantile state, but the succession wars have nearly destroyed its economy. The current ruler of the League is Captain General Janos Marek. House Marek. We stand united. The Free Worlds League and the oldest of all successor states, has long been ruled by House Marek. The League is an open, multicultural state consisting of many great and small realms loosely joined together. Politically fragile and frequently riven with instability, House Marek has relied heavily on free trade and technological advancement to keep pace with its rivals. The Federated Sons, House Davian. Mech warriors who hail from the Federated Sons tend to possess more finely honed skills and better equipment than their counterparts from other regions of space. They often see themselves as righteous warriors and champions of liberty, sometimes to a fault. Though nearly extinguished by the Draconis Combine in the First Succession War, the Federated Sons, a constitutional monarchy, ruled by the renowned House Davian, has become arguably the most powerful of the 5 great successor states. Through skillful military campaigns and subtle diplomacy, House Davian has significantly increased the number of star systems under its control in the last 2 centuries. The Federated Sons is one of the 5 successor states of the Star League, located rimward and spinward of Terra. Ruled by House Davian, the Federation is the most powerful of the 5, and the people of the Federation pride themselves on their self-proclaimed role as defenders of justice and liberty. The Federation is quite capable of ruthless, decisive action, though, and its idealism readily gives way to pragmatism when called for. The current ruler of the Federation, Prince Hans Davian, is an experienced and unconventional military commander. The Federation's alliance with the Lyrian Commonwealth effectively ended the Third Succession War. First Succession War. A brutal conflict that ravaged the Inner Sphere from 2786 to 2821, when Minoru Kurita declared himself the new First Lord of the Star League. Leaders of the other great houses followed suit, becoming known as Successor Lords. The First Succession War is notable for the devastating effect it had on the Inner Sphere's infrastructure and technology base. Much of what was lost has not been regained in the intervening centuries. House Davian, by Freedom's Sword. From their capital world of New Avalon, the Davian family led the Federated Sons to become one of the largest and most militarily powerful states in the Inner Sphere. The Federated Sun's motto, "By Freedom's Sword," illustrates their self-image as a nation, the champion of freedom, democracy, and human rights, although the reality is not so clear-cut. In addition to being a military power, the Federated Suns is home to the New Avalon Institute of Science, the premier research and development center of the 31st century. The Lyrian Commonwealth, House Steiner. Mech warriors who hail from the Lyrian Commonwealth tend to be hardy, well-equipped, and well-trained, though they have also earned a reputation for not being particularly strategic thinkers on the battlefield. Wealth is the greatest strength of the merchant princes of the Lyrian Commonwealth, ruled by House Steiner. Despite a number of humiliating defeats in the first two succession wars, the Lyrian Commonwealth has bounced back thanks to the combined strength of its economy, the biggest of the 5 great successor states, and its control of the Inner Sphere's largest functioning BattleTech factories. What the Lyrian Commonwealth may lack in military prowess, it makes up for with raw numbers and industrial scale. The Lyrian Commonwealth is one of the 5 successor states of the Star League, located coreward and anti-spinward of Terra. Ruled by House Steiner, the Commonwealth is the wealthiest of the 5, with an entrenched and powerful noble class. The focus on pedigree and prestige among the nobility has often resulted in less than brilliant officers being elevated to high command, to the detriment of the Commonwealth's military strength. Much of the Commonwealth's success comes from the vast resources located within its borders. The current ruler of the Commonwealth is Archon Katrina Steiner, notable for her peace proposal that in allying the Commonwealth with the Federated Suns effectively ended the Third Succession War. So who are House Steiner? Indomitable will. With many resource-rich worlds, shrewd business acumen, and a strong industrial base, the Lyrian Commonwealth, under the stewardship of proudly Germanic House Steiner, prospered even during the worst of times. In spite of the destruction of the succession wars, overall industrial output and average standard of living exceeded that of any other successor state. This vast wealth helped the Lyran state. Lyran. I've been saying Lyrian. It's Lyran. State weather any military reversals, especially self-inflicted ones, by quickly replacing their materiel losses. Yeah, there's a lot of lore, Bobo. I'm okay reading it. I played Mech Warrior in '89 and have basically no lore since then and barely remember any of that. So I'm willing to look at this and help make my decision on where I want to be from. I'm fairly certain that my brother used to play Steiner all the time and that I played Kurita. The Succession Wars were a series of wide-ranging conflicts between the successor states of the Inner Sphere that lasted from 2786 to the current year of 3025. During these wars, the Great Houses mobilized vast numbers of battlemechs to destroy each other and claim territory, with the ultimate goal of ruling the Inner Sphere. A notable consequence of these conflicts was the significant loss of advanced technology from the prior Star League era. I'm getting tongue-tied. The Capellan Confederation, House Liao. Mech warriors who hail from the Capellan Confederation are dedicated and steadfast combatants, capable of holding the line and often surprising those opponents who would make the mistake of underestimating them. Yeah, they all have really good things, and I'm guessing these first 5 are the houses from, like, the original game. I'm guessing these are new, which is why they don't have a house after them. The Capellan Confederation has suffered the most at the hands of the other successor states over the last 2 centuries of war, having lost nearly half of the territory it once controlled at the height of the Star League's rule. Over time, the leadership of House Liao has transformed the Capellan Confederation into a socialist police state with a highly regulated economy. Most Capellans take great pride in their citizenship. which must be earned through service to the state. Located rimward of Terra, ruled by House Liao, the Confederation is the smallest and newest of the successor states and often the loser in conflicts against the other powers of the Inner Sphere. It is an authoritarian police state, with philosophical origins in a text known as the Corvin Doctrine, which argues for total subservience of the individual to the state. Citizens of the Confederation must earn their position and the benefits of citizenship through service to their community. The current ruler of the Confederation is Chancellor Maximilian Liao, a shrewd planner and master manipulator. One vision. The Capellan Confederation is the smallest of the successor states and was the last to form, created on Capella by neighboring states in 2366. House Liao gave the Confederation its Han Chinese character and ensured the survival of the realm through strong, if frequently erratic, rule. Popularly disparaged as a totalitarian police state, many Capellan citizens enjoy a high degree of personal freedom and willingly serve the state in return for the generous services it provides. And we have the Magistracy of Canopus. Mech warriors from the magistracy can run the gamut of skill and fighting styles, but they often favor clever and unorthodox tactics on the field. While smaller than the great successor states of the Inner Sphere, the Magistracy of Canopus is one of the major powers of the Rimward Periphery. The Magistracy is a matriarchal society led by the Magistrix. This is an elected position open to any woman, but largely controlled by House Centrella, due to the family's popularity. The Magistracy supports an open society that ensures the personal liberty of all citizens and their right to live their lives as they see fit. The Magistracy of Canopus is a large periphery state, located rimward and anti-spinward of Terra, just beyond the Free Worlds League. Founded explicitly as a matriarchy, the Magistracy is ruled by a Magistrix, a position open only to women, and usually held by a member of the founding Centrella family. Independent since the fall of the Star League, the Magistracy has remained mostly untouched by the succession wars, except by the overall collapse of trade and travel. The Magistracy is famed for its social and cultural freedom, with no consensual behavior forbidden by law or custom. The current ruler of the Magistracy is the Magistrix Kayala Centrella, who harbors a deep grudge against the Inner Sphere and the Free Worlds League in particular. Yeah, Magistrix it's a fun word. It's easier to say than Magistracy. But, yeah. House Centrella is the ruling dynasty of the Magistracy of Canopus. Captain Cassandra Centrella of the Free Worlds League military founded the Magistracy in 2530 when she became disillusioned with her superiors and the patriarchal structures of the Inner Sphere. The family enjoys immense popularity among Canopian citizens. The Taurian Concordat. Blech. My tongue is getting very tied. So far, I think I might go with the Magistracy, but I want to read them all first. Founded as a constitutional monarchy under the leadership... Oh, I should read the first paragraph first. Mech warriors from Taurian Concordat tend to be stubborn and aggressive. They can be quick to anger, but they are nonetheless skilled and perceptive combatants. Founded as a constitutional monarchy under the leadership of House Calderon, the Taurian Concordat is the strongest military power of the Rimward Periphery. It is also one of the oldest surviving realms of human civilization, having been formed long before the creation of the Star League. Taurian citizens enjoy extensive freedoms, guaranteed by the Concordat Charter, and take pride in defending those freedoms through compulsory service. The Taurian Concordat has long had an antagonistic relationship with the Inner Sphere, particularly with the Federated Suns. The Taurian Concordat is one of the largest periphery states located rimward of Terra beyond the Federated Suns. Founded and ruled by House Calderon, the Concordat prides itself on its independence, freedom, and stability. The Concordat is wealthy, well-educated, and well-armed for a periphery state. The Taurians defend their independence fiercely against inner sphere aggression, particularly by the Federated Suns. They perceive House Davion's reputation as a protector of liberties and as unwarranted and even hypocritical, and they have a long history of conflict with the much larger successor state. The current ruler of the Concordat is Protector Thomas Calderon. House Calderon or Calderon, I'm not sure which it is the dynastic ruling House of Taurus, the Taurian homeworlds, and the Taurian Concordat. The line is descended from Samantha Calderon, who founded the first colony on Taurus in 2253. Members of House Calderon are considered fair, egalitarian, and pragmatic in their decisions. The Rimward Periphery. There is no easy way to characterize mech warriors hailing from the Rimward Periphery. They can be anything from petty thugs to ruthless tacticians to skilled and honorable warriors. The nations and minor noble houses of the Rimward Periphery have long played a role in shaping humanity. The Star League's downfall began in the Periphery, eventually leading to the current tattered state of these desperate star systems on the edge of known space. The Periphery is still the galaxy's frontier, where the great houses of the Inner Sphere play deadly politics, petty bandit kingdoms thrive, and pirate bands prey on the minor noble houses trying to survive in this hostile environment. We've already read that entry. Don't think we've read the Star League one yet. From 2570 to 2780, the Star League was an interstellar council formed by the Terran hegemony, the 5 great houses of the Inner Sphere, and the territorial states of the Periphery. The stability and prosperity of the Star League led to the flourishing of civilization and technology. The Star League ended in civil war when the leader of the Rimworld's Republic, Stefan Amaris, murdered the First Lord in a bid to usurp his position. And last, the Deep Periphery. Mech warriors that hail from the Deep Periphery are rare, but even rarer is the mech warrior who will admit to such an origin. Beyond the outermost edges of the Periphery lie depths of space that remain uncharted and unknown to most of human civilization. Little is known about these regions, but they are far from uninhabited. The Deep Periphery is littered with abandoned colonies and small outposts, isolated from the rest of humanity. After the fall of the Star League, General Alexander Kerensky led the remnants of the Star League Defense Force into the Deep Periphery, disappearing from the Inner Sphere and from recorded history. The Deep Periphery is the area of space just outside the Inner Sphere and the Periphery. The exact borders of the region are vaguely defined. Though not as thoroughly colonized as the Periphery, the Deep Periphery is home to a number of interstellar states, such as the Hanseatic League and the Chainline Isles. Periphery is the region of space bordering and surrounding the Inner Sphere. I think we read that one already, but Charlie Alexander Kerensky, born 2700, disappeared 2784. As regent and protector of the Star League and commanding general of the Star League Defense Force, Kerensky was the highest-ranking military officer of the Inner Sphere. Following his successful conclusion of the Amaris Civil War, Kerensky withdrew from the Inner Sphere with 80% of the Star League Defense Force's personnel and assets, never to be seen again. This action left the Inner Sphere defenseless and precipitated the First Succession War. The Star League Defense Force was the largest military force in human history, with over 100 million soldiers serving in 486 divisions at its peak. The Star League Defense Force suffered horrific losses opposing Stefan Amaris in the Amaris Civil War. Okay. So, the ones that I'm most interested in, the ones that I find most intriguing to kind of play would be the Magistracy of Canopus or the Deep Periphery. Hannah, thank you for the hydrate. I definitely need it after all the reading. And hello, Orangitis. Welcome in. I like the idea of the Deep Periphery because it's rare and unusual, which appeals to me. Pardon me, you'll hear me pouring liquid. Refilling my glass here. But I also really like the idea of playing as the Magistracy. The matriarchy that's very socially open. I feel like I'm going to go with Magistracy. And if I really enjoy the game, after I'm done playing it on stream, I may go back and play it as Deep Periphery for myself. Oh, Lord Portico, you could have done that. And I probably could have still made out the words. But I was having enough difficulty with this font that I'm very, very glad that you didn't. Because this font, for some reason, is a little difficult for me to read. Like, I can make out the words, but the letters kind of blend together for me a bit, and I was stumbling over words partly because of the font. Alright, I'm gonna go Magistracy. You are of noble birth. Though immigrants to the Oregon Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Oregon space. I support the doing of evil things as long as they're chaotic. We enjoy some chaos here. I lost my place. Oh. Your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Oregon space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles, and ancestral battle mech, an old Blackjack BJ-1. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. What do they say about battle mechs? Commonly abbreviated as mech, battle mechs are enormous armored fighting vehicles, often humanoid in design, that can weigh up to 100 tons. They are considered the most powerful and deadly surface units a military force can field. Battle mechs are classified as light, 20 to 35 tons, medium, 40 to 55 tons, heavy, 60 to 75 tons, or assault, 80 plus tons. Because of their incredible power requirements, many mechs generate ferocious amounts of waste heat, making battle mech cockpits swelteringly hot and sometimes threatening to cause a complete system shutdown. The Blackjack BJ-1 is equipped for both long and close-range engagements. A pair of AC-2s is backed up by 4 medium lasers, lending the mech a powerful alpha strike, while jump jets enable the Blackjack to move to high ground at a moment's notice. And if I knew absolutely nothing about this game, I would have no idea what AC-2s are, but those are a type of autocannons, which is what AC stands for, is autocannon. Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a battle-scarred mech warrior with nearly 40 years of combat experience. In addition to mercenary work, Mastiff has served as Master-at-Arms for a number of noble houses, training their scions in the arts of war. The ladies Kamea Arano and Victoria Espinosa have both benefited from this training. Mech warriors. Someone who pilots a battle mech is called a mech warrior. They typically serve in the armies of the successor states or in military units. During the succession wars, many mech warriors owned their own mechs and passed them down through the generations as family heirlooms. Alright, so I am of noble birth. Until the day after your 16th birthday, when... Options. You were exiled. Once the promising young scion of your family, you committed an unforgivable transgression and were sentenced to life in exile. You stole away with the family's ancestral blackjack and set off to find a new life to call your own. Gives +1 in gunnery and +1 in tactics. Or, you struck out on your own. As the heir to a noble family, you grew up wanting for nothing. And as it turns out, you couldn't stand a life of pampered nobility. Finally, one night you stole away with the family's ancestral blackjack and set off to find a new life to call your own. +1 in piloting and +1 in tactics. Or, your family went bankrupt. As you grew older, you watched your family's fortune, income, and influence slowly dwindle away until there was nothing left. Your parents, driven to despair, took their own lives. With nothing but your family's ancestral blackjack left to call your own, you set off to make a new life for yourself, +1 in tactics and guts. Or, your family died in an accident. The rest of your family died in a freak jump ship accident, after which you discovered they had left nothing behind but piles of debt. After selling everything to settle the debt, you set off on your own with only your family's ancestral blackjack left to your name, +1 in piloting and +1 in guts. Or, your family was betrayed. Your family was betrayed and its seat of power destroyed. You defeated the betrayers, but you were the sole surviving member of your house. With nothing but your family's ancestral blackjack left to call your own, you set off to make a new life for yourself. +1 gunnery and +1 guts. Gunnery tactics, piloting tactics, tactics guts, piloting guts, or gunnery guts. Guts improves the maximum health. It also reduces the penalty from weapon recoil and increases the threshold of heat that triggers overheated. Gunnery determines your chance to hit with ranged weaponry. Higher skill is an effective counter to evasion and environmental effects that hamper targeting. Piloting increases melee hit chance and base sprint distance. It also improves the threshold of stability that triggers unsteady. Tactics increases the effectiveness of called shot opportunities. It also reduces the penalty for indirect fire and improves the minimum range of weaponry. I'm thinking betrayed. I like the story of it, and I think gunnery and guts sounds like a good combination. So, the day after my 16th birthday, my family was betrayed. I managed to defeat the betrayers, but I was the only one to survive. Out on your own, you fell into the life of an Oregon Coalition soldier. Unsure of your prospects, you traveled to Coromadir, the capital of the Oregon Coalition, and enlisted in the Coalition military. Quickly rose through the ranks, distinguishing yourself as a reliable mech warrior. Life as a soldier wasn't glamorous, but it suited you just fine. Frontier pirate. Tired of living under the authority of others, you fell in with the local pirate gang in the Rimward Periphery. It was an unruly crew, but an effective one. Roaming the periphery afforded your outfit with a steady supply of poorly defended merchant caravans and supply depots to prey upon. Wow. While raids did occasionally devolve into combat, you quickly learned that successful piracy is mostly about being in the right place, at the right time, with the right threats, and a good show of force. Yeah, nice of them to wait until I was 16. Solaris Gladiator. You took your skills as a mech warrior to the famed arena planet of Solaris 7. There you eked out a living as a gladiator, fighting for the crowd in minor arenas, getting by from paycheck to paycheck. Inner Sphere Mercenary. Eager to get away from it all, you joined up with a minor Inner Sphere Mercenary unit. Integrating into the tight-knit crew took time, but you eventually proved your worth and became part of the family. Frontier Freelancer. You roamed the Rimward periphery as a freelancer, signing on for whatever odd contracts you could find as a mech warrior for hire. It was a solitary life, but as you became more comfortable with the itinerant lifestyle, you found you were able to make a decent living helping the people of the frontier. Or Merchant Guard. You signed on as a guard for a small trading guild, providing security as the guild's caravan made trading runs between the inner sphere and the periphery. It was a largely uneventful life, but you were able to put your mech warrior skills to good use in the occasional scuffle with pirates and uncooperative local government. Story-wise, the ones that I like most are Solaris Gladiator and Frontier Freelancer. This has a vaguely, like, Firefly-esque feel. To, like, the taking whatever odd contracts you could find, etc. It grants a +1 in tactics, which is the called shot opportunities, reduction in penalty for indirect fire, and improves the minimum range of weaponry, which would all be useful. The Solaris Gladiator just sounds fun. You were 16, your whole family had been killed. You set off on your own and decided to just take your battle mech and go fight in the arena. There was a movie, really bad, like early 90s film, I think it was. I don't know the exact year, called Robot Jocks. That was essentially a movie about arena battles between battle mechs. It's a really cheesy movie, but still worth watching if you're at all interested. I don't remember it being absolutely horrible, but I was also a teenager at the time, and there were mostly naked men's bodies in it. So that may have been why I watched it more than once. I don't remember. This would give Gunnery chance to hit with ranged weaponry. Higher skill is an effective counter to evasion and environmental effects that hamper targeting. Well, I like both stories, but I like tactics better than Gunnery, I think. So I think we're going to go with Frontier Freelancer. Turned your mech into a food truck. That would not be a bad story. Until years later you crossed paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. While running a routine patrol for a local government on the outskirts of the Oregon Reach, you were set upon by pirates and left for dead. Raju happened to be visiting the capital city and picked up your distress call. Upon rescuing you, he offered you a job in the House Arano Royal Guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of the Lady Kamea Arano. And we finally get to the character portrait customization. Oh dear. I need a name and call sign. Well, our stream characters have basically all had the same name, but I don't know that I want to use that here. I think we'll keep that for Ultima because it's fun. Oh, what should I name you? I'm gonna go with my main gaming name, probably. Also, this hat is starting to hurt my head. I'm gonna switch hat. You'll get a free hat switch. Ooh, didn't turn out the way you wanted, but was still delicious. Well, I'll take delicious over intentional any day. I think we're gonna switch to the Depeche Mode hat. Zoop. There we go. A free hat trick for you. Whoop, I can't even spell. And that is not meant to be the call sign, that's meant to be a first name. I need a last name, though. I've never used this name with a character that I had to pick a last name for. Need a call sign. Oh, you were trying to do sushi rolls? Rolling them properly takes a little bit of practice. We've done it a few times, but there are so many variables. And also, sushi doesn't have to be in a roll to be delicious. I've ordered many sushi bowls that are just a bowl of sushi rice with toppings on it. I mean, the call sign has to be Rogue, right? Kimbap, which is much like sushi. A-okay? because the first name is Aokan? That's horrible and amazing, and it's definitely a speak attack. I mean, speak attack was meant for puns, but that was a speak attack. Oh, I need a last name. Give me suggestions for last names. Look at that! Look at that pronoun option! That's amazing! That is so amazing! You all didn't throw out suggestions, so he's Aokan Tierney with the call sign Rogue. Need a portrait. Although, I could switch things up and go with Kira's suggestion. You were about to, you swear. Ye old fantasy name generator. What if we give him the last name Rogue and the call sign A-OK? Because Kira did suggest that call sign. And I'm here for that kind of chaos. I have to look at all the portraits before I can pick one. I like the red in the hair. I don't know if that's just the light on it Hannah, is this the one that you were just saying you like? Or this one? This is more of a green tint, I guess. That's a blue tint. I mean, it's probably a good thing that they didn't give me, like, full character customization and I'm just picking a pre-made portrait, because character customization could take forever. Too cool. And that one's not bad. This is just like, really? Like, I like the purple lighting. I don't mind the mohawk. The mohawk is kind of nice, but the makeup under the eyes is just probably not necessary. I do like that look. So there aren't really any red-headed people other than... which is what I would normally go with for this character name. But that's fine. Okay. We're gonna pick one and go. Customize? Customize? What? They did give full-on customization. I promise I won't spend all day doing it. But I have to look at the options. Yes! That gallery was presets that you can customize! I mean... how can I not? I could get exactly what I want now. Ooh, I like those eyes. Those eyes work. Hair tips. That's where the blue comes in. Pink. Hair roots. Oh. Yeah. I think the blue with the pink. Lips? I don't think we're gonna go too overboard with the lips. I think... okay. Not gonna spend forever doing this. Collection. Expression? These expressions are funny. I'm okay with that expression. Now. There. They gave me customization. I have to customize. Ooh. The stubble. I mean, I didn't know this was going to be part of it. That's okay. I don't know that I really like any of the eyebrow options. One's okay. See, I thought I had to pick from the pictures. And then it turned out I didn't have to pick from the pictures. And yes, discard changes. I'm just not enjoying the facial shape on that one. This is the one that I liked, but was unhappy because of the eye makeup. But since I can customize it, I don't have to have the eye makeup. Time for some fun with character creation just for accuracy. I mean... Okay. I really won't take the entire stream for character customization, but now that I know that it's here and it's an option, I have to do some. The expressions are wacky. Yeah, I think we're still going with complexion 3. Okay. We've got purpley hair. Let me see what styles there are. Honestly, the mohawk is not bad. This one will give me a better sense of colors, but we might go back to the mohawk. So this is Roots. Definitely want a reddish color. Can't tell if I'm just circling around the same. I think I am. Tips. Oh, green. That. I think you can, Kira, but I don't think it's necessary right now. The fashion is the end game that I definitely understand. If I do that, then we lose all of the color. Honestly, that's not a bad look. The red roots with the green hair, the beard. Unless I want to do green roots with purple. Blue. I don't know what I want. I want it all. Oh, green and pink did not look good. That one you can't even really see. No, I think... Oh, what happened there? Did I not? Oh. I reversed them somehow? I don't know what I did wrong. Something didn't work out there. There we go. Sorry. Always blues and purples. No, no. Roots are definitely red. Going the wrong direction, aren't I? There. That's the color combination I like. That hairstyle shows it off pretty well. That one less so. I think it's that hair. I don't get to change the color of the tattoo. Oh, 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 oh! Look at that! I can tilt the camera! I wondered... Anyway. And you can change the lighting. Ooh, look at that! That's nice light. Kinda like that lighting. I mean, come on. 100% this is the one that I'm going to pick clothing on. A little butterfly tattoo on the cheek. Stars. I can't see most of the tattoos. They're very subtle. And I can't even change the color of them. Okay. I think we're gonna go with this. I like the lighting. I like the angle. I like the butterfly. I like the red and green hair. The outfit's all good. The beard is there. I'm hitting save. Okay. Next up is confirmation. Your character background. Decades ago, your family came to the Oregon Reach from the Magistracy of Canopus. The day after your 16th birthday, your family was betrayed and murdered. Out on your own, you fell into the life of a frontier freelancer. Call sign is A-OK. It's Aokon Rogue. Pronoun they. My gunnery score is 3, piloting is 2, tactics is 3, and guts is 3. Confirm. Because the other option was start over, and if I wanted to change anything, it wasn't worth starting over. The High Lord Tamati Arano II is dead. The Oregon Reach is left at an uncertain crossroads. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralize power under a single throne. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Kamea Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raju Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. I'm amazed I managed to keep up with that while reading it. Coronation Day, Arano Summer Palace, 08:53 local time. Prepping for combat. Seems like a fitting place to start. We had a lot of story, we had some decisions, we got to make our person throw them right into the battle without even telling me what I'm supposed to do.
Command interface initiated.
Camera movement. Move the mouse to the edge of the screen or use WASD to move the camera. Gotcha. Camera rotation. Use the right mouse button or Q and E to rotate the camera. reverse while figuring things out. If you want to, I will deal with it. Okay, A-OK. I had the Espinosa refit yards rush the repairs on your Blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece. But we should run some diagnostics on it, just to be sure. Standard field tests, you know the drill. I should probably figure out what voice I want to give Raju. That's not the one I would have picked. More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now do me a favor and get that battle mech moving. Let's see if there are any kinks in the actuators. Unit select. Click on a mech warrior's portrait or press tab to cycle between available units.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Apparently that's the voice I should have been trying for. Move your mouse to the indicated point. Click once to select where you wish to move. Click again to choose which direction to face. Okay. I do vaguely remember that directionality is important. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamadi's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during her coronation procession. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnout old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything, but my gut tells me something's off, and a warrior trusts their instincts.
And, of course, seeing this sheet down here absolutely brings back to mind the fact that, yes, indeed, I did play the actual, board game, the tabletop game of BattleTech. Because I remember the mech sheet that had the little dots on each part of the outline of the mech, and if all the dots got filled in, you lost the arm, or you lost the torso, or whatever. I remember that. My brother took great joy in tormenting me in that game. Select a target with your mouse or press tab to cycle between targets. Click fire when ready. Test dummy. They're both just test dummies. Alright. Select a target. Click fire.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Good shot. Your guns are in working order, at least. Probably should have taken that moment to actually look and see what guns I have. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be just an effective ruler. It's on us to see her safety to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital, with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. See that drone over there, the one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamea's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
So we're supposed to target this. And click on it. Have to be me. Oh, I had to select me first and then click on it. Okay. Well, so weapons that I have a medium laser. I have an AC-2, which is, I think, a 2-shot autocannon. Medium laser, and another AC-2. Melee. Apparently death from above is an option. Fire? And then I'm supposed to take it out from behind.
All weapons committed.
It's nice how I didn't shoot any of the trees down. Nice shot! Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Arigan politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the Cormorant throne. I don't know why I stumbled over that word. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground over there near the edge of the lake.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
So, attack, move, jump. Want to be able to target both of the mechs.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
I wondered. Making me overheat my mech. Right. Move into the water. But still, face so that I can see both of the potential enemies. Oh! A third one. Warning. Plasma leak detected. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet systems damaged. System inoperable until repaired. Oh, for the love of the gods! This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looks like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we're gonna have to make do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is gonna break down on your blackjack before we take it out on the Cormorant Road. Alright. Click the melee targeting reticle on the enemy, or press V to cycle through melee targets. Melee targeting reticle? Oh. I do that? Melee target. Harsh. Guarded. Trenched. Training target. What am I missing? Melee attack using piloting skill to hit. Ignores evasive. Yes.
Engaging. Attack.
Good hit. At least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
A-okay. Sprint. Sprint to the marked location.
Full throttle.
Alright. Congratulations, A-OK. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what is worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I know that you'll be ready. Alright, it's time to move out. Lady Arano is waiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
Return to Mastiff. Sprint.
Full throttle.
A-OK, allow me to introduce Kamea Arano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Oregon Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Behold the responsibilities of a noble daughter. A fount of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Bold words, cousin. But the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kaga is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a battle mech. And in the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin, we'll see. At any rate, I will see you at the tourney grounds. Sir Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland along the Cormorant Road, as is the Arano tradition. Aye, Kamea, we'll get you in there in one piece. A-OK, fall in behind me. And remember what I told you.
Mission successful.
What did you tell me? Like, all of the orientation training stuff? Is that what you want me to remember? Because I won't remember any of that. There was a lot of details. I remember I click on things to make things happen. I forgot all the keyboard controls.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arano will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
Those appear to be mechs coming in. At least, I presume that's what they are. Coronation Day, Cordia City outskirts, 1322 local time. Prepping for combat. Screen is loading, loading, loading. Ooh, begin mission has activated.
Command interface initiated.
Kamea Arano. I'm going to miss this, Raju. The clarity of purpose that I feel in the cockpit of a battle mech. The simplicity of it. But there they are, just up ahead, the city gates and my future, all laid out before me. Wait, what's that smoke? A guard post, one of the small ones that dot the roads leading into the capital. But the emergency band's been quiet all morning. I haven't heard anything about any fire.
This is damned odd, and I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Alright, so we've got Mastiff piloting a Centurion. It's got an AC-10, 2 medium lasers, and an LRM-10. Outside of combat, your entire lance moves in any order. You can even have multiple units moving at the same time. Why do that? Investigate the guard post. Some sort of explosion. Looks recent, too. Do you think it was an accident? No chance. You see those scorch marks on the rubble? That's laser fire. We need to get you out of here, Kamea, right now. Yes, I think you're right. There's a patrol of Royal Guard mechs up ahead. We should go to them.
Whatever's happening here, I won't let it derail your coronation. Your people need you.
Thank you, Raju. I will prove myself worthy of the faith you've placed in me.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Go for the road or through the rubble? Any reason not to go through the rubble? That seems the more direct path.
Moving out.
I'm moving out.
We're gonna get ambushed, aren't we?
Aye, aye.
Location confirmed.
I'm trying to avoid the road, because I'm afraid we'll get ambushed if I go down here. But so don't know if there's any other way to get there. Jump jets are seemingly not possible. Damn. Move you up and...
I'm on it.
Oh good, I can move that way. I had wondered.
Roger.
House Arano Guardsman. Hail, Mastiff! Hail, Lady Arano! We were preparing for Lady Arano's coronation parade when we got word of a disturbance along the Cormorant Road. A guard post behind us was attacked. Sir Raju found evidence of laser fire. Is the road behind you clear? Aye, all the way to the southern gate. Lead the way, Sir Raju. We'll fall in behind you and guard your six. Tell me something, guardsman. If the road is clear, why is your battle mech damaged? Our mechs are overdue for maintenance, but that isn't important right now. We need to worry about Lady Arano's safety. Now, my lady, if you'll come with us. No, you're lying to us. It's my coronation day. No mech tech would have sent you out for parade duty in that condition. I am your sovereign, sir. You will tell me what happened here. Damn it, girl. We don't have time for this. Take them! Kill the old man and the mech warrior, but take Lady Arano alive.
Fall back, Kamea. Get behind us.
You didn't train me to cower, Raju. You trained me to fight.
Safeties disengaged.
And we have a fight on our hands. On one side, duplicitous mech warriors from the Royal Guard. On the other, the new player.
Bastard. That was a solid hit.
Select a unit or reserve your units to the next phase. Select Mastiff. Taking a little bit of damage to the right torso. You can see in the image of the mech here, the right torso is gray instead of white. Because it has taken a little damage. I think that's what it means. I hope that's what it means. Panther PNT9R. Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk is a medium mech.
Talk to me.
Panther is a light mech. Has a short range missile 4 and a large laser. Short range missile 2, medium laser, AC 5. Short range missile 2, long range missile 5, and a medium laser. This is the bigger threat. Don't
You've got my attention.
attack. That's what I... Attack the Shadowhawk.
Triggering an alpha strike.
Structure exposed. Jeez.
The
All
bastard breached my armor.
friendly units must survive. Alright, Kamea. Let's have you attack that Shadowhawk. You're not? Ooh. You need to move first.
I'll do what you ask.
Attack. Aha.
Administering justice.
Ooh, heat sink destroyed, right torso destroyed, right arm destroyed, left arm destroyed,
Had any sense, you'd
side
retreat.
torso destroyed, pilot injured. You attack the Panther. Me attack the Panther, please. Structure exposed. -1 evasion, that's good. Alright, Mastiff.
Orders.
Can you take out the Shadowhawk?
Affirmative.
AC5 destroyed.
Punch right through his
Left torso destroyed. Side torso. Oh, shooting him in the back. Shooting him in the back was not a good thing. I need to remember that you have to move first and then fire.
Reading you loud and clear.
Do I need you to move at all? Yes. Move here. Face this way.
Acknowledged. I'm moving.
Finish him, please.
I'm on it.
Alright, center torso destroyed, pilot incapacitated.
Hostile. My heat sinks can't keep up.
But now she has to sit out for a bit because she's overheating. Alright, A-OK. Take care of this guy. I think you're positioning... Just turn you a little bit. And attack the Panther. If I try and target the center torso... Actually, can I even... I don't think I... Apparently I can't call my shot that way. They haven't taught me how to do that.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Good. Let's take him out. Alright. Turn so your back isn't to him. And shoot. Go pew pew. Leg.
Take that as a lesson.
Knockdown. Because your left leg is gone. Pilot injured, but not incapacitated. Is he gonna do a melee attack? Huh.
Engaging.
Good job, kid. One fewer hostile on the board.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alexander Madeira. Static. Kamea? Static. Kamea, can you hear me? Alexander, we were just attacked. The Royal Guard, my own guardsmen, tried to take me prisoner. It's happening here, too. The Royal Guard are killing one another in the halls. Lord Carosa's house guard just got gunned down in front of me. The tourney pavilion is a slaughterhouse. I won't let these seditionists, or whoever they are, steal my birthright. We need to rally every loyalist we can find and make a push on the capital. I'll take the throne by force if I must. Go to Ratura Township, to the armory. Your soldiers are using it as a rallying point. I heard Lord Decimus send his house guard there a few minutes ago. Someone's here. I have to move. Rally what forces you can and meet me at the tourney grounds. Be safe. Yeah, I read that sentence wrong. That should have been more hushed because someone was there. You heard him, Mastiff. Rotura Township, we'll go there, rally our fighters, and march on the southern gate with an army at our back. Kamea, I know that you and Lord Madeira are friends, but we can't take what he told you on faith. Right now, we don't know who we can trust. In this case, we do. Alexander has been my closest friend and confidant for as long as I can remember. His loyalty is beyond question. I trust him with my life and yours. Now take me to the armory. As you command, my lady.
Traitors in the guard. And I fear this is only the beginning. Follow me. Keep close and remember your training. Things are likely to get ugly between here and there.
But maybe you shouldn't trust anyone right now, just to be... Yeah, exactly. So where am I supposed to go? Where is this township? Where is this armory? Aha. Well, there's smoke coming from it. That doesn't really seem like the proper way to go, but okay. Alright, if you...
Got a new contact on my screen.
Well, that didn't take long. Right. Yeah, go there for now.
Sounds good.
You need to
I'm
burn some
moving.
heat. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Who are these guys? What do they want? Huh?
Got my attention.
Jump jet. Sensor lock. Target. An LRM-10. Can I hit any of them with that? Well, if I move there, I have a line on one of them.
Roger.
I am totally gonna fail this mission. He's gonna lose right torso. Striker? Medium vehicle?
Copy
Kill it.
that. Damn you for making me do that, son. Damn you. Vehicle down. The poor bastards.
Galleon? Not a galleon. A galleon is a boat. Alright. Let's go with A-OK next. Ooh, if I move there, I have a line on the target. Also, I sprinted, so I'm evasive. A light vehicle this time. Well, let's kill it. Look at the parts fly in the air.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Alright. Scorpion.
Better me than Lady Arana.
Yeah. Alright,
Tell me what you need.
Kamea. You just have to get there. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that.
Confirmed.
Comes back from lurk mode. Look, if the leader of the hero wasn't too trusting, there wouldn't be a... Yes, exactly! The leader is too kind-hearted and doesn't believe that the world is as bad as it actually is. And you get 7 seasons. Oh, no. Did you lose right torso?
My defenses. orders?
Oh gosh. You have 1 point of structure in right torso. Yeesh. Yeah.
Aye, aye.
Pull him back a little bit. Yeah, that is entirely possible.
Engaging target.
I've seen this mission before once, but it was quite a while ago. And I don't remember how it ends. So can't get a line on anybody. So I'll just move forward. What, Hannah, what is your project for the week?
Yes, I hear you.
Have you go... Do I split the party? I probably shouldn't split the party. Let's move you down. Nice. But splitting the party is so much fun. Round 12. Alright, Mastiff. What do you got?
Got my attention.
Oh, if I move you... Hey, I don't even have to move you. Just have you attack from there. Alright, Aekon. It was a little overkill on that, but okay.
Enemy unit destroyed.
No, oh, no. We're too late.
Yeah, did you not think that that was gonna happen? Of course you're too late. The plot demands it. Staining the woodwork on my mom's kitchen window. Well, that's a good Mother's Day gift. Isn't Mother's Day soon? I haven't paid attention to the calendar. I know it's May. I thought I saw stuff about Mother's Day recently. Either way, it's a good gift for your mom. Kamea. Kamea, do you read me? It's Espinosa, your uncle. Do you hear me? House Espinosa is usurping the throne. It can't be. My uncle. Victoria. Kamea, I just watched an Espinosa battle mech plow through an alley full of civilians. This is happening, and it's happening now. Your loyalists have fallen back to the Market District. That's where they're making their stand. What's left of the Royal Guard are doing their best, but there's something wrong with their battle mechs. Wait, what's that sound? Oh, gods!
Alexander!
Well, that went poorly. It's over, Kamea. Your ascendancy, the Arano legacy, all of it. Victoria, what have you done? You know, Kamea, for years I have loved you as a sister. But then my father helped me see it. Your family's complacency. What it's done to the Reach. Our nation dwindles like a dying star, and House Arano is to blame. My father offered you a path to glory. I'd have fought under your banner proudly, served as your strong right hand. It was like a knife in my heart when you turned him away. Damn it, Victoria. I taught you better than this. You taught me lies. Kamea, for the love that I once bore you, I'm going to give you a chance to surrender. I'll even spare the old man and his mech warrior if you stand down now. I don't want to see you hurt, but you cannot be allowed to rule. I'll see you hanged for this, Victoria. You and your father both. Do you hear me? You are traitors to the Reach, and I will fight you to the last. Then you truly are a fool. I'll spare you in spite of yourself, but you've cost your royal escort their lives.
Attention, all Espinosa forces. This is Lady Victoria Espinosa. Lady Arano is to be apprehended and taken alive by my command. Fail to follow these instructions, and you will have me to deal with.
Well, that's not the voice I gave her at all. I mean, some similar tone, but I didn't get the accent right at all. Well, Hannah, it's an even better Mother's Day gift. You were just doing it, and then you found out it happened to be around Mother's Day. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have time for shopping.
Talk to me.
Alright, Mastiff. You are damaged, which is not great. Let's turn you. Still want you to be able to target them. I want your right torso mostly turned away from me. What do we got? Ada, Fighter, and Locust. So they're all light mechs. AC 10, LRM 10, AC 10, LRM 10. They're all similarly armed, so it doesn't really matter which one I fire at first. Oh, Cicada's a medium mech. Well then, yeah, I want to shoot that one first. For some reason, I thought they would all be light mechs with those names. And I'm out there tanking it in my little blackjack. Well, I guess they didn't want me to have shelter from that building. Alright, Kamea. You need to defend yourself. Go ahead and shoot at the cicada.
Lock in on the target.
And then it comes closer, which makes it easier to shoot. Jump jets would be nice here. I don't really want you out in the middle of everything that, but yeah, let's do that. Alright. Attack fighter or the cicada. We're gonna keep concentrating fire on the cicada.
All weapons committed. Incoming transmission.
Attention, citizens of Coromadir 6. This is Lord Santiago Espinosa. With the unanimous support of the founding houses, I have assumed control of the Oregon Coalition. For your own protection, I urge you to remain calm and stay indoors with others. All hostile units, stand down And you have my oath that you will not be harmed. Resist, and you will be fired.
I mean, you're already firing on me,
Place
so...
faith in that man. I gave him my trust. He was family. Standing by.
Just be the alarms that would hit him, or... Alright, you are not very damaged. So you're moving forward.
Copy that.
Mastiff has taken quite a bit of damage to that right torso. Shooting with everything. Go for it. Take out that center torso, please. Bye-bye, Cicada. Thanks for playing. Locust or spider? I mean... I'm going after the spider next because I don't like spiders. Which is not a really good reason to do it, but honestly, they're both tiny.
Engaging physical attack.
Oh, apparently I ran up and hit him. I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. Oh, that's okay.
You've got my attention.
It was fun to do anyway. Let's have you attack this locust.
All weapons are go.
And lay down there. Yeah, good. The spider's gonna come up and hit him. From the wrong side? That was the left side. Most of his damage is on the right side. Alright. Okay. You're just gonna turn in place. That's good. And now... kill this low. Ooh, select... What? Select a location for a called shot? Center torso, please.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Using bugs for call signs. So the bug names are not actually call signs. Those are the names of the style of mech that they are piloting. So
You're
we
gonna regret that.
don't actually know their call signs.
Tell me what you need.
Spider there, focused there. Honestly, spider is the bigger threat.
Neutralizing threat. My heat is in the red.
Talk to me.
Alright. Okay. You go after the locust. Kill the locust.
Confirm.
Nice of him to confirm my order to kill the locust.
Battle mech down.
He has smashed it. And... no, okay. Think we're good there. The lasers are a problem, but not too big of a problem. Alright. You rotate in place. You attack the spider with everything.
All weapons committed.
Alright, Kamea.
My attention.
You're overheating, so you need to move to a better position and not fire this turn. Actually, scratch that. Just run up and melee attack him.
Affirmative.
Miss? Oh, man.
Negative damage.
Alright, Mastiff. Can you take him out, please? Pretty please, pretty please.
Confirmed.
Come on, kill him! Oh look, I can zoom in.
That was a critical hit, lad.
Except he's not dead yet. Oh, he got up. I wanted to stomp on him. Smash the spider the way that you do with your shoe. What are you doing?
I'm taking component damage.
Yes, yes. I don't want to go on the cart. Alright, Kamea.
Loud and clear.
Hit him.
Closing into melee range.
Lord Alexander Madeira. Kamea, do you read me? Alexander! Thank the gods! I thought I'd lost you when the bombs fell. You know, you very nearly did, Kamea. The city is lost. We've got to get off this planet, and we need to do it now. I can't abandon Coromadir. This is my home, my birthright. The battle's over, Kamea. Lord Madeira has the right of it. It's time for you to run. Escape from this madness and live to restore the Coalition another day. You're both right. My uncle has won. The Reach is his. We'll mourn for it later, the both of us. For now, you need to move. I have a dropship waiting at Shepherd's Pass. I'm on my way there right now. Hurry and meet me there, please. We're on our way.
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. We will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
Alright. Okay. Can make this work. Suppose. Brace. Hannah, thank you for the hydrate. Honestly, it's always a good idea to make the streamer hydrate. Because I don't know when I last hydrated either.
Copy that.
I'm listening. I'll make it happen.
Shoot those weapons.
Enemy unit
I'm
destroyed.
glad I'm not in any of those little baby tanks.
Orders.
Can you not go up there? Well, that's frustrating.
Roger that.
Hannah, I always need a hydrate reminder. I am very, very bad about hydration. Select a target within sensor range to reveal it till the end of the current round and remove 2 of its evasive charges. Sure. Sensor lock. Alright, Akon. Apparently, I have to take out those vehicles.
Yes, I hear you. I'm on the move. All weapons locked on and firing. Enemy vehicle down.
Alright, now let's just head to the landing zone.
Follow my lead.
This is your last chance, cousin. Don't make me order your death. Do whatever you must, betrayer. A headstrong fool to the end. Damn you for this. Captain Houst, destroy them. Mastiff, my cousin. All of them. Leave no survivors.
As you command, my lady.
Alright.
You've got my attention.
Retarget. Wolverine and 2 laser turrets. Take out the laser turret first, please.
Target destroyed. Gods, that shot went internal.
Okay. And he's my liability right now. He's the one close to dying.
Standing by.
Just shoot. Oh, that's bad position. Oh, you do need to move first. There. Turn there.
I'm on my way.
And shoot him.
For the Oregon Reach.
Alright, A-OK.
Warning. Armor low.
Orders.
Mastiff. You're gonna stay there and kill the other laser turret. Because you have so little armor and you have to live. You didn't even kill it. Okay. Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Worse.
Pilot injured.
You have my attention.
Shoot to kill.
I'll make it happen. Reporting a critical strike. My neck
And
needs to cool.
you're overheating. To fire. Center torso destroyed. Yes! Just that turret left.
You've got my attention.
Kill this freaking turret!
Firing. Target destroyed.
Take that with my frying pan. Alright, where am I going now?
Affirmative.
I'm on the move.
Moving out.
Location confirmed.
Lord Alexander Madeira. Thank the gods you made it, Kamea. Captain Halverson's prepping the engines now. In another 5 minutes, we'll be ready to depart. 5 minutes is a long time. A-okay, you see Lady Arano to the docking ramp. When she's aboard, come back to me. We'll hold this pass against whatever comes.
Thank you, Sir Raju. Thank you both.
Hey,
I won't
come.
forget what you've done for me today. I promise you that.
I thought we were done. All units advance. I want you to take down that dropship. Destroy everyone and everything that stands in your way. Alright, A-okay, I trained you for this. We'll fight side by side. Watch each other's backs. Above all else, we will keep Lady Arano safe. Protect the dropship. It's all that matters. Warning. Engine heat critical. Warning. Error. Shutdown initiated. Error. Reactor offline. Weapons offline. Systems inoperable. Trouble with your blackjack, A-okay? Shame. That's been happening to a lot of Royal Guard mechs lately. You have numbers on us and you've resorted to sabotage and you're gloating about it? You have got no honor, you vicious little brat. Not you nor your backstabbing father. Shut your mouth, old man. My father is a great man, and I swear to all the gods you will suffer if you insult him again. Your father is a coward, and so are you, A-okay? I want you to eject now. Punch out! You're no good to anybody in a broken mech, and I won't let you die today. Eject, mech warrior, now! That's an order! Now come for me, Victoria. Your teacher is waiting. Come and show me what you've learned.
Mission successful.
Oh, good. I was like, what? What's next? Shoo! But I don't have my blackjack anymore. Which was, like, the only inheritance that I had from my entirely dead family. But also I was worrying about time. So they killed her. Eight hours later, high orbit Coromidere. Easy there, Akon. You took a nasty crack to the head when you punched out. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name is Darius Oliveira, and I'm the XO of Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary outfit with ties to House Urano. We did some work for High Lord Tamati way back when. I'll introduce you to Commander Markham, but he was on a supply run in the market district when the bombs fell. He didn't make it. Why'd you rescue me? Seemed appropriate given the circumstances. After seeing what happened to Markham, it didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of this new directorate. When we picked up your broadcast on the emergency band, we knew what we had to do. What about Montgomery? Were you able to recover my blackjack? What about Montgomery? We found his mech completely cored out. Nobody survives a hit like that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Sir Raju earned my respect many times over. His death is a loss for us all. Were you able to recover my blackjack? Yeah, our mech tech hauled what's left of it into the mech bay. It isn't pretty, but if you give him enough time, Yang can fix just about anything. Try not to take the loss too hard. Yang said that your mech shows signs of deliberate sabotage. Whoever you had working on it really did a number on the reactor. Punching out was the right move. What happens now? Well, things aren't looking so hot around here, what with that coup and all. House Espinosa's directorate is the new de facto government of the Oregon Reach. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Lady Urano is dead. Her dropship was destroyed on takeoff. It's all over the news. Well, shit. Our sentiments exactly. We're getting the hell out of Oregon territory. I've already booked transport on the first jump ship out. We're heading to a nice, quiet stretch of independent space all the way across the frontier on the Canopian border. Not a cheap trip, but we'll worry about that, about how we're going to pay for it later. As for you, well, you've got options. According to your blood chit, you've got family out in the magistracy of Canopius, or Canopus. Like I said, we're headed that way if you want. I could look into booking you transport on a freighter. Maybe we can get you the rest of the way home. Magistry isn't my home, never has been. My family moved to the Reach before I was born. Know how to live on the frontier. Besides, I'm broke. In that case, you should stay with us for the long haul. When we get where we're going, we can drop you at the nearest planet. Maybe we can make a place for yourself out there. Of course, I'll need you to pitch in for the share of the fuel plus food, lodging, and repairs on your mech. Fair's fair after all. Alternative, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders. Wouldn't take you long to work off your debt. Think it over, sleep on it. 3 years later. Nope. Not entering combat right now. Hopefully it picks up the game right about there. But that is the end of the stream. We are going to head on over to Q Times for the D&D one-shot. And we'll find out next Monday what chaos happens because of my force quitting that program. Hopefully we don't have to redo that entire battle, but we'll see next week. Thank you everybody who stopped by. Thank you Hannah for the 100 bits. Thank you Kira for being here and being an amazing and wonderful mod. This was a fun time with that game, and I'm sure I will do really poorly at it in the future, but I had a fun time with character creation and playing the first really long battle. But yeah, there is currently a level 5 hype train in progress over on the Q Times channel. There's about 2 minutes left in that if you want to get in on that. I'm going to go ahead and set up the raid, and I will see you all over there. Thanks for dropping by today, and I will see you next time.